In the 1920s, if you wanted a cocktail, you'd ask for a Gigglewater. Well, today you can get a cocktail and enjoy a movie and some food at Gigglewaters. Joining us today is owner and CEO Rachel Fine-Wilson. Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
I love this idea, the name of it and where it came from, but the concept is really interesting too. Tell us a little bit about it.
So we're a 1920s vibed restaurant, bar, and a one-screen classic movie theater.
That's cool.
So it's really fun. You can eat and drink while you watch movies, or you can just come to the restaurant. There's kind of a lot of options there.
That's very cool. Where did this come from? Where does this idea come from?
So my husband and I we moved down from New York City and we missed a lot of kind of our favorite haunts and our favorite places. We moved to Safety Harbor and we fell in love with the community. And we just wanted to build a place we wanted to go. And really we wanted food that we wanted to eat. And so we made a really craveable, cheesy, ridiculous Americana menu. We've won over 50 culinary awards in the past 5 years, including Best Burgers in Tampa Bay, Best Whiskey Bar in Tampa Bay, and Best American Restaurant in the state of Florida.
That's amazing.
Really exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate
not to mention national press you've been in Forbes, MSN, USA Today, LA Weekly, so you're definitely getting noticed.
It's really exciting. It's overwhelming. I'm happy that we're making this big splash.
Yeah, and it's like a speakeasy vibe too, right?
Yeah, it's got that 20s vibe. It's got the tin ceilings and the Edison bulbs, and it kind of feels, I think there's this move towards immersive dining experiences where you're doing more than just eating a good meal. I mean, good meal has to be a given, right? But you want to feel kind of transformed into a different location, and you want to feel kind of just like, wow, this was a really cool night out. And I think that that's kind of garnering some press for us right now.
It's a whole experience.
Absolutely, especially in the movie theater. And like I said, some people just come to the restaurant and bar, but when you come to the movie theater, you have the full access to the menu, so all the full food and drink there. But you get to really experience classic old school movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so what movies can we see?
Everything from Goodfellas to Ghostbusters to Jaws every 4th of July, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles every Thanksgiving, Die Hard every Christmas. My husband won that one. So, we do these but we bring the cocktail to the movie. So we always do a featured cocktail. So like for Jaws, that's coming up after our National Hot Dog Eating Contest on July 4th. We bring this big blue cocktail that we do. It's a big shareable with gummy sharks and a blood red dripping rim. And we kind of find ways to bring inspiration from the movies to the cocktails.
That's so fun.
It's really fun.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I also want to talk to you about this because you're wanting to start franchising.
Yeah.
What made you want to do that?
That's a good question. Initially, I did not at all. I used to be a franchise field rep for an international education company, and I oversaw support for franchisees in the United States. And I saw some missteps, to be honest. I saw kind of scattered locations and undercapitalized people, and I just thought, I don't really like this franchising model. And so many people have asked me to open a Gigglewaters in their town. Like,
really?
You want to open a Gigglewaters? And I was like, I'm opposed to franchising. And then I really thought about it and thought about what if I approached this from a different perspective, and what if I really rebuilt what support could look like, and what if I, really grew smart and slow and kept it hyper local and built something that I could really help people get off the ground and open their own Gigglewaters. And I just felt excited about that idea. So we started really building systems and support first, and our intention is to grow really slowly. We're only staying in the state of Florida at this point. We want to grow in Tampa Bay. We want to grow in Orlando, maybe a little bit into Pasco, down to Sarasota, and just keep it local so that I can be shoulder to shoulder with people, helping them develop their own Gigglewaters.
And that support piece is really it's interesting, and it's also really important to you.
Yeah.
How is someone, if they decide that they do want to franchise, how are they getting that support from you?
So the first thing is I don't want to have to get on an airplane to get to them. I want to be so close that I can just jump in the car and be there hands-on. And we've really built out an extensive training program. I've kind of taken everything that makes a quick service restaurant efficient and run by teenagers sometimes and tried to apply it to a full service restaurant. And I think that's one of the differentiating factors for us.
All right, so if someone is listening and they're interested and they want to open it, they want to franchise, they want to be a part of it, how can they reach out to you to do that?
The best way is ownagigglewaters.com.
Okay.
If they go on the website and fill out an inquiry form, we'll be in touch. And this is an exciting moment specifically because, I look at franchise concepts that have 200 units, and I think about what would it have been like to be there at the beginning? Like, what if you got to build one of those concepts from the ground up? And this is that moment. This is kind of that magic beginning for us where they're going to link arms with the founders and help build this in a national way. And that really excites me. Benefits is there's open territories everywhere. You have access to support and leadership that you wouldn't have at unit number 200.
Yeah.
So it's those trailblazers who want to take the journey with us. I'm excited to work with.
Well, you have to be so much fun to work with. You're so sweet and so fun. So I This would be a really cool concept. And if people just want to come by for a movie or a cocktail, how can they find you there?
Oh, well, we're in Safety Harbor. We're downtown Safety Harbor. You can go to our main website is gigglewaters.com. They can see what the movie schedule is. We just launched this thing called the Cinema Supper Series. It's a really hard ticket to come by, but this is so exciting. So every 6 weeks we pick a film and we follow every single food and drink cue that happens on screen, live time, and we have a fully curated culinary adventure.
So you're watching the movie and having it at the same time?
You order nothing. Anything they eat or drink on screen, we're going to serve you in that scene. So think about like Pulp Fiction, the Royale with cheese, or when Uma Thurman takes the big syringe of adrenaline in the heart, we did plastic syringes filled with alcohol. It was like a cocktail and it drops right at that second. So we just did Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and in the middle of the screening, there's a knock on the theater door and all of the pizzas entered, and we delivered pizzas to everyone during
that
scene.
Is awesome.
It's really, really fun. So we're doing it. The tickets, like I said, are really hard to come by. There's like an auction for the right to buy them from our website. We do drawings on them, but we do them as a corporate event too. So as a team building event, you can buy it for your company. We also have a food truck, so you can book the food truck to come out to your events, things like that. So there's lots of ways to get the Gigglewaters experience.
Oh, I love that. You got to keep an eye on the website to do that experience. That's
for sure.
Very cool. Thank you for coming by. It was good to meet you.
My pleasure. I hope to find the trailblazers out there that want to open some more Gigglewaters with me.